Hello everybody, Code Theorem here, and this is the first video we're ever going to have where I'm actually Code Theorem. The first 6 videos of this series, the Java 2D game development series, they were uploaded first to bballer13sntv, who now has been renamed Code Theorem Roblox. This is my new main channel though, and I've moved all of those videos to this channel because this is where I'll be doing all of my tutorials not having to do with Roblox. If you want to go watch some Roblox videos, or you like Minecraft videos, we've got a few of those too, you can check out Code Theorem Roblox. There's a link on my channel page, just the top link at the top right. Or if YouTube has changed how it sets that up, then I don't honestly know how to help you, but for right now, it's the top right link. I also have a gaming channel. Its name is Psychski. And I play all kinds of different games. Right now I've been playing Rise, Son of Rome on the Xbox One, right here. I'll be playing more games later on, but right now there isn't much of a selection for Xbox One, and I haven't gotten my hands on a PlayStation 4 yet. They're sold out everywhere, and nowhere has them available for purchase, and I don't know that Sony is restocking anywhere. So that's a bit of a problem, but I will be playing a bunch of Sony PlayStation 4 games as well. Anyway, let's get to the point of this video. The point of this video is to continue on with our series to make it to where only 2 tiles can be up at once. How are we going to do this? We have the tile interface here, we have the tile class, but after the tile class, oops, wrong one, we have blue tile, green tile, orange tile, red tile, yellow tile. That's a grand total of 6 different classes just for the tile. So while we could do some kind of fancy check to go through every single kind of tile and see if there's any kind that are already showing their face color, we could do better. How could we do better? We could try shaping it and making it to where they're actually controlled by our control file. By putting them in our control file, right here, by putting them in our control file, it's much more centralized, and it's better because this is where we're controlling everything anyway. So how can we do this best? First, we're going to make a new private static, because here's the thing, we could go into all the tiles so that they could access and communicate with the control class. We could go into all the tiles and add to the constructor that they need to take a control object as a constructor. We could do that. It wouldn't be that hard even. But why aren't we going to do that? Well, the reason we're not going to do that is because if we did that, we'd have to change it for all 6 of those classes, and then what if we had to change it later on? Why would we want to change things over and over and over and over when we could just do it in one place and then have it work everywhere? That's what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to make a static variable in our control class, not our control object. Static variables do not get tied to an object, they get tied to a class. Alright, so we're going to put private static, actually not private, this needs to be public, my bad, public static control current window, because as you guys should remember, the window is controlled by the control. Control is a JFrame, as it says so right up here. So now we have that set to null to begin with, alright? Null just means absolutely nothing. It's not even 0, because 0 is the concept of nothing, but it still has a abstract value to it. Null doesn't. Null is nothing. It doesn't even have a byte to it, alright? For 0, it's 0, 0, 0, 0. In bytecode, it's like 8 zeros in bytecode equals 0. That's not what null is. Null doesn't get a single byte to it. Alright. So we're going to continue on with control here. And down here in our public static void main, the thing that's called first thing that starts the entire program, we're just going to set current window equal to this new control. So now everywhere can access this current window by just going to controls class and going to current window. It's available to everybody that easily. We're also going to create a new variable because how are we going to keep track of the tiles that are currently selected? We're going to do that by keeping, and there can only be 2 tiles selected at a time, so we're going to do that by keeping track of how many tiles are selected at once. So we're going to make a private tile selected tile, and we're going to set that equal to null to begin with as well. We know it's not used yet, and now what we're going to do is hold on, we'll get to that in a second. So now that we've made these 2 variables, we go to tile. Currently, when it's clicked, all it's doing is showing the face of the tile. We don't want to do that. We want to make it to where it checks the tile. We want to make sure it checks the tile and sees if there's another tile already flipped, and then if it is flipped, do the 2 colors match? If they do match, then okay, remove the tiles, give the player some points. If they don't match, flip them both back over, right? Okay. But we can't do that just by showing the face color. No. What we need to do is control dot control, because this part is the package control is in. This is the class name. Dot current window. Remember, it's a public static variable, and we're going to call a method on this. We're going to call a method on this object. What are we going? But this method doesn't exist yet. We're just going to call it and then see what happens. We're going to call it tile clicked, and we're going to feed in this. Okay. Yes, we're going to create this method tile clicked in here now. So public void tile clicked. It takes in a tile. There we go. Oops, we don't need that. There we go. Did I do that before? I think I did that again. Let's keep it. Okay, we're good. We did it here too. Yeah, keep it with Java. Alright, so now that we've got this, we're going to go through this method and we're going to check if selected tile equals null, then okay, this is what you do. Else, this is what you do. Alright, so selected tile, if the selected tile equals null, then tile that show face, okay, it's going to show its face, and we're going to set selected tile to tile. It's going to be that simple. However, if it's not, if the selected file does have a value, if there is a tile already selected, we need to do some more. Alright, what do we need to do in that case? Well, we need to check if the 2 tiles match their colors, and we also, we're not going to add points or anything yet. We're just going to check if the 2 tiles match colors, and then we're going to actually only worry about the else side of that right now. So, if selected tile, one more thing we want to do, if the selected tile equals the tile, so if selected tile equals tile, then I'm going to Lua now. Selected tile equals tile. Sorry about that. Get rid of that end. Then if the selected tile is equal to the tile, then we're just going to tile dot hide face and selected tile equals null, because if you click on the tile that you've already clicked on, it's kind of like saying, oh wait, I don't want to use that tile yet, just put it back down, hold on, I'm selecting a different one. Alright, so we're just going to hide it and deselect it. However, and then we're going to do return, and actually we're going to do a return up here as well, return, so that we don't have to have this else. We can just do this, because if you press return, that means okay, stop here, we're not going any further in the method. Alright, So we're returning here. Okay, we can just add another if, because that if that was true, we're done with the method. If it isn't true, it's going to continue on. Same here. If this is true, it's going to return. And we're not going to continue past this if block. However, if it was false, it's going to continue checking the other conditions. So if selected tile. Okay, now what we want to do is if selected tile dot get face color, right? How do we get their face color? We can't yet. We need to fix that. We need to add a get face color, and oh my goodness, we need to fix these curly braces. There we go. Okay, let's add get face color, and it doesn't take any parameters. It just, oops. Fix that. Alright, it just returns. Return this dot face color. That's all it does, is it returns the face color. And it needs to return a color, not void. And it needs to be public. And there we go. Okay. What? We made that. Oh, we haven't saved it yet. Okay. So now if selected tile dot get face color equals tile dot get face color, then we're going to make a to do statement here. To do, add a point and remove the two tiles, then deselect current selected tile. And in the case that none of the above is true, that means the tile was selected, there was already another tile selected, and I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. That means another file already was selected, or tile was selected, but they don't match. They don't count. They need to be flipped over, and the player doesn't gain any points. And all we have to do for that is selected tile.hide face. Okay. And selected tile equals null. Now notice we never showed the face of the other tile if there was already a selected tile. If there was a selected tile, we never show the face of the other one. That's simply because we don't have a mechanism right now to slow the game down and pause for a few seconds so the player can see them. We might not ever get into that in this series. Maybe in our next project, which, by the way, guys, I'm going to change how I do these videos. They're not going to be in segments of series of entire languages and methods. They're going to be project-based, how-tos, okay? This is going to be the last time. This is the last project, along with my Roblox minigame project right now. Those are the last times I'll ever be doing them in a series of an entire language approach. So we just hide the face of the selected tile, set it to null. Now when we save this, we run the game, we'll select one, we select another, they both hide. We select one, select another, they both hide. Select one, select it again, it hides. It's working perfectly fine, and everything's working how we wanted it to. When you select one, if you select another, since none of them match, they should both hide. If you select one and select it again, it should hide itself. Granted, right now the two things look the same, and if you did have two tiles up there that were the same kind, in fact, we're going to make two yellow tiles right now. Oops, there needs to be a W there. We need to add a return here. Hold on. Return. Just return if they equal the same face color. We'll start this up again. Close this one. Now it's not doing anything if the two face colors are the same. And that's exactly what we wanted. Now we'll make that a green tile again. So everything's working. Alright, hopefully you guys got what I was doing in this episode. Hopefully I explained it well. If not, please comment below. I'll try to do better next time, but I will help you out as much as you need this time. Just comment below, message me. I'll do my best, alright? Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. It helps out more than you know. And I will catch you guys later.